Can I say? Can I tell you something? MP, you're an MP. You're a member of Parliament, and I think it's important to understand just the sheer brutality that we're dealing with. Rahul Easwar is also with us. You know, when I first heard some of the details that have happened in this case, I remembered the Nirbhaya case. How is the brutality in this case any different? And why should the policemen who have done this to two innocent people not face the same punishment? Rahul Easwar, how are we supposed to reconcile with such sheer brutality in police custody? As Kanimoni is saying, who's going to trust the police anymore if they go scot-free?
Absolutely. This is a very shocking, horrible incident, and it's a wake-up call. This is an occasion where we should forget our politics, rise above the party lines, and as rightly pointed out by Kanimoni ji, see, it pains every Indian, and especially with due respect to Tamil Nadu police, there has been many reports of high-handedness from them, and this has surpassed all the past events. See, as you rightly mentioned, it reminds us of the painful Nirbhaya episode we had. So it's high time people are brought to justice, proper investigation is done, and this happens to two men. I mean, they have their lives lost. So it is extremely important that people who have done this are brought to book, and a sense of justice is also given to people. We all, as normal citizens, thank Republic TV and all the national channels for taking this in a much more meaningful and bigger way, because this could have been anyone. It could have been you or me or anybody on the road that has suffered this police brutality, and it is extremely shocking. See, we all kneel down for George Floyd that happened in US. It's the same thing. We have to kneel down to Jairaj and Phoenix and ask for apology as a civil society and make sure that we remain civil and not uncivil like this in the future.
Okay, I'm joined by A. Sasirekha, spokesperson of the AIADMK, I believe, joining us over the phone line. I want to begin by asking you, why is the state government wanting to pass the buck to the CBI for an investigation? Why can't you first slap appropriate sections against the policemen involved? How is suspension or transfer enough?
Hello, is there any other agency else to more than that CBI inquiry? We have already transferred this case to CBI inquiry. Nothing is there. Investigation agency is more than that CBI inquiry. It's our policy.
But why can't you investigate it? Why can't the state government investigate this?
Actually, it is not a locked case, and we don't have such a postmortem report even. Actually, 22nd from the custody, they are from police to police concerned to concerned to custody. They are given already custody to that Koilpatti sub jail, I think. Then it's not a lockup, lockup death, Then the police is leaving from there. It's due to sub jail's custody only. We don't have a postmortem report even. Then how can we go?
Are you still claiming that this is not custodial death? Can you provide us any evidence to the contrary? Let me first draw your attention to the CCTV footage that has come out. Now, the police in the FIR claimed there was a crowd outside this shop, and there was also an argument with them, with Jairaj and Benix, that they were resisting arrest and they were misbehaving with the police. The CCTV footage, Sasirekha, does not show that. Are you still wanting to believe the police version in this?
We don't want to come to one conclusion before the postmortem report and CCTV footage and video coverage, everything we want to meet. There is no doubt in that.
Why is the postmortem report taking so long, madam?
Before that, we have to register, we have to say our deep condolences to that particular family and to that both persons succumbed, Mr. Benix and Jaira. There's no doubt in that. Due to that only, and moreover, we don't want to...
No, but madam, the appropriate response that the family expects in this case is that the policeman responsible for just willy-nilly picking up these two gentlemen is going to be punished. If you feel that there was no lapse, why have you transferred or suspended policemen?
Yes, that's what I'm telling. We don't want to defend the police persons who is guilty, whether it may be police or whoever it may be. That's what we have to transfer this case to CBI inquiry. That's what we are expecting the culprits who is there. What had been
so you're telling me, all right, madam. You're telling me that the state government cannot investigate its own police? That we cannot expect the police to police the police? Is that what you're telling us? That any such case of police violations and excessive use of force are going to be transferred to the CBI for justice?
Police violation or whatever it might be, or lock of death or custodial, that is different matter. In this case, particularly in this Jairaj and Benix case, we are also very eagerly waiting to see what had been happened actually. That is what we have transferred this case to CBI inquiry. This is our policy decision in front of Honorable Madurai High Court in bench. Our public prosecutor will mention this matter today. The matter has to be transferred to CBI inquiry. That's what we are expecting. The original things what had been happening in that, whether it may be custodial death, it's actually truly, or we are sincerely said it's not be a lock-up death. Why? Because after the time these lock-up too, they are transferred to custody, Koilpatti sub-jail. Then it's not be a then it's not to be a lock-up death. That we are very sure. That's why we are transferred this case to CBI.
But there is an allegation that when they were remanded to custody, then itself they had injuries, and there is a false doctor report. That is what the Tuticorin MP, Madam, please listen.
Government's policy decision, we are okay. We are
Kanimori, MK Kanimori of the DMK, MP from the area, has claimed that when they were remanded, there was a false certificate by the doctor given, that they already had injuries by that time. In any case, I thank you for joining us, and we certainly look forward to justice in this case. But I want to go across to Rahul Easwar for a final comment.
See, please remember, this is not a case
Ma'am,
that
I
should be
appreciate you
diluted.
joining us.
This shouldn't be
Rahul
whitewashed.
Easwar, the bottom line is that we cannot just allow something like this to happen and just for the society to reconcile with this. Because as you rightly said, and all of us have been saying, this can be any one of us.
Absolutely. And please remember, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. See, this is gross injustice. We should be ashamed. This is kind of a George Floyd moment for India. It's beyond caste, religion, or politics. We should wake up as Indians and humans, and we should make our voice heard so loud that such a kind of thing won't happen in future.
Can I just remind everyone, Rahul Easwar, not so long ago, there was a brutal rape case that came to light. And in that case, the accused was shot by the police because they were attempting to flee from the site of the incident when they were trying to reconstruct the case. And then there was a whole debate about whether they should have been shot or not, or given a chance at justice. The police certainly seem to be very trigger happy in that case. But are they unable to take stock of the situation and punish the guilty if they are from their own force? So that is the sense of justice and equality that we need to bring in when it comes to the police, both as our protector, but also sometimes as the tormentor. Rahul Easwar, thanks a lot for joining us. We will, of course, keep asking the government and all concerned the relevant questions in this case.